morning students. Today we will start the chapter number 2, that is units and measurement. So listen, first we will discuss about the physical quantity. So let us see what are the physical quantity. See, the quantity which we can measure in terms of laws of physics. These quantities are known as physical quantity. Next here, this physical quantity, it can be divided into two quantities, that is the first is fundamental quantity and second is derived quantity. So let us understand what is the fundamental quantity. Okay, see, fundamental means what? The base. See, here there are 7 fundamental quantities. Before seeing it, we will see what is fundamental quantity. The quantity which are independent of other physical quantity, it is called as a fundamental quantity. The quantity which are independent of other physical quantity it's called fundamental quantity. So listen, here there are 7 fundamental quantities. What are these 7 fundamental quantity or 7 base quantity? Try to understand. The first, it is a mass. Second, it is length. Third, it is time. Fourth, it is temperature. Fifth, it is electric current. Sixth, it is luminous intensity. And seventh, it is amount of substance. So these 7 quantities are known as the base quantity. It is also called as a fundamental quantity. Now let us see, we will discuss the derived quantity. See, derived quantities. Derived quantities are the quantities which is other than fundamental quantity and which depends on fundamental quantity. So these quantities are known as derived quantity. So what is the definition of derived quantity? The quantity other than fundamental quantity. Are called derived quantity. See, there are different quantities. Here we can take a force. Okay, different things. Displacement. You can take more examples of it. So the derived quantity definition is that the quantity other than fundamental quantity and which depends on fundamental quantity, it is called derived quantity. Okay. So here we have seen there are 2 quantities, that is fundamental quantity and derived quantity. Now let us try to understand these physical quantities we can measure. So for that we are using a unit. So first we will see what is unit. See the definition of unit. A standard reference used for measurement of physical quantities. It's called unit. Okay. So here you know that definition we have seen, standard reference used for measurement of physical quantities is called unit. So there are different characteristics of unit. See, what are the characteristics that we will discuss in short? See, it should be well defined. Okay, it should not change with the time. Here it should be internationally accepted. So here it should be reproducible. So these are the different characteristics of unit. So you know that the system of unit. What does it mean? Just try to understand. System of unit. Here in the system of unit, it is a complete set of the fundamental units and derived units. So the fundamental units means what? The unit of fundamental quantity is called the fundamental unit, and the unit of derived quantity is known as derived unit. So in system of unit we are taking both, that is the fundamental unit and derived unit. So listen, here are some system of unit. We will discuss in detail. So what are the system of unit? System of unit. The first, it is CGS. CGS. What does it mean? C stands for centimeter, G stands for gram, and S stands for second. Okay. Next it is MKS. MKS. M stands for meter, K stands for kilogram, and S stands for second. Third system, that is FPS, that is foot. F stands for foot, P stands for pound, and S stands for second. So here there are four systems. The last one, it is SI. SI means what? The system international D-units. Okay. So here these four systems of unit given, we have to see CGS, MKS, FPS and SI system of unit. So here I have told you already the system of unit, in that the fundamental units and derived units are present. So first we will discuss about the fundamental units. So try to understand. I have already told you there are 7 fundamental quantities. So what are its unit that we will discuss? The fundamental units. Fundamental quantity and its unit. See, you know that the first quantity that we have taken, it is length. Length. Next it is mass you can take. Next it is temperature. Next electric current. Okay. Next it is luminous intensity. Amount of substance. And we are taking here time. So listen, what are its units? SI units that we are discussing. SI means what? System International D units. So for length we are using the SI unit. It is what? Meter. Okay. For mass, you know that we are using it is kilogram. For time, second. For temperature, it is Kelvin. For electric current, ampere. For luminous intensity, candela. And for mole, amount of substance, mole. So these are the 7 fundamental units. Okay, SI units. So 7 fundamental quantities, you know that, and what are its unit, that also we have discussed. So listen, here you have to know the supplementary units also. See, what are the supplementary units? We have taken here fundamental units. Now try to understand a supplementary units. Supplementary units. See, there are 2 supplementary units. The first, it is plane angle, and second it is solid angle. Solid angle. See, for plane angle, what is this? Try to understand the formula of it. Plane angle, it is 2-dimensional, and if you will say its unit, it is radian, and it is denoted by RAD. And for solid angle, its unit is steradian, it is denoted by SR. So try to understand about plane angle. Here we are taking just a two-dimensional picture. Okay, so this angle, it is known as d theta, and d theta is nothing but a plane angle. So here, what is its formula that you have to know? That is the length of arc. So what is the length of arc we are taking here? The ds is the length of arc, and this is your radius. So what is the formula of plane angle? The plane angle is equals to ds upon r. ds stands for the length of this arc, and r is its radius. So here the unit of it is radian. So this radian is which unit? Supplementary unit. Now let us try to understand about solid angle. It will be a three-dimensional, and it will be for a spherical surfaces. So just try to understand. You can draw this picture like that.